Good morning, students. As we are doing the elements of weather and climate, and one such thing is moisture or the humidity. The amount of water vapor or moisture present in the atmosphere is called humidity. And the moisture present in the atmosphere, you know that it changes from place to place and time to time. Can be very dry or near, suppose it is the area, town or city which is near a water body. That water body is presence of, because of this presence of water body, that area's humidity is much more than a drier place where there is no such water body present, and it changes from time to time also. The moisture contains in the atmosphere. Now, what is precipitation or the forms of rain or the tiny droplets of water rise high into the atmosphere and forms clouds, and then the small droplets join together to form a bigger droplets or ice crystals which fall on the earth in the form of rainfall or snowfall. Any type of precipitations can take place. Okay, so there are these droplets. After condensation they forms and it falls in the to the surface of the earth. Can be snowfall or rainfall. There are four types of precipitations. First is rain, when water vapor condenses with and around dust particles that eventually get too big for the clouds to hold when it becomes heavy and then fall on the surface as rain. All right. Uh, and then snow is again another form of precipitation that falls on the ground in the form of soft ice. It's called snow in here mountainous areas where the altitude is very high, and there because of the high altitude there, this cold snow flakes fall. So hail, which is your most favorite precipitation, I think. It is the ice falling from the sky, often round in shape, and hailstone forms within thunderstorm clouds when upward moving air prevents pellets of frozen waterfall from falling. It is now the fourth one is sleet. It is like snow falling from the sky. Sleet forms when raindrops freeze into ice as they fall to the ground. And these are the four types of precipitation. One is rain, another one is snow, third one is hail, and fourth one is sleet. Now we will go to the different types of rainfall. Now, first one is orographic rainfall. This type of rainfall, when moisture-laden wind blowing from sea strikes against a mountain and it is forced to rise up. It occurs due to the presence of mountain which forces the air to rise up. The windward side of the mountain, there is two types in a mountain, that is windward and leeward. Windward side of mountain receives the heavy rainfall, while leeward side remains almost rainless on account of its relief. In many of the mountains, you might have noticed, or when you will go in this mountains, you must notice that in future that one side of the mountain is totally green, but other side of the mountain is barren. We face such type of mountains. Why it is so? So windward mountain, where there is heavy rainfall, the mountain which receives heavy rainfall, there is greenery, and the mountains which never receives such almost rainless, you can say, which side in the same mountain, one side is windward, the other side is leeward, and that is because one is where it receives rain, the other side is almost rainless. Okay, then second one is convectional rainfall, and this type of rainfall is in equatorial region where the climate is too hot. What you understand by the rainfall, basically what we understand how rainfall happens, that this occurs as a result of heated earth's surface. The conventional current rising, picking up moisture. The water vapor goes up, and after they reach considerably high altitude, they cool down, condense to form clouds, and such kind of rainfall occurs in a equatorial region. So suppose a very big water body is present, and every day in equatorial region what happens, that because of the high temperature, the the water vapor goes up in the sky, the water vapors up because of the high temperature. The water body, if it is a water body is there, it heats up and goes up, the water vapor goes up, and during just afternoon or in the evening, every day there is a almost regularly there is rainfall, and these type of rainfalls are called convectional rainfalls. All right, which is most common equatorial region. And the third one is cyclonic rainfall. In a cyclone, which we observe that in a cyclone, the wind from high pressure area, in high pressure area, so on the outside, spirally rushes towards the low pressure zone center, making a depression, forming a low pressure area or depression in that area, and the air in this depression is forced to rise up, and the rising air condenses sufficient amount of water vapor and drops as rain. This is in a cyclone. We generally this type of things happen when they are from high pressure areas, a low pressure area is created because and it enters spirally enters into a low pressure center, and what this pressure forced to rise up, and when it rising up, it takes the water vapor up and condenses, and sufficient amount of water vapor and drops as rain. Clear? So all of you, there are the first one, you can see the convectional rainfall, which is common, that warm air with it water vapor goes up, the first one, and forms cloud. All right. The second one, the from the orographic rainfalls diagram is given, where you can see that the sea from moisture stricken air then strikes the mountain, and it goes up and it condenses and goes up and forms cloud, and this is the area where there is heavy rainfall, and the other side of the mountain is a leeward. This is windward, when this windward, and this is leeward, and this is cyclonic rainfall. So these important diagrams are equally important. All of you draw this diagram along with learn, write all the points in your copy. It is very much important. You have to understand all these types of precipitations and types of rainfall. Equally very much important. So we have come to the end of this chapter. Next class, I will give you the PDF of the question answers. All right. So for now on, thank you, children. All of you complete your work and be prompt.